I am Betty, and I was born and raised in Lautoka. I currently live in Thailand and work with the Asia Pacific Forum on Women, Law and Development. But I am at Pacific Feminist Forum representing Frida Young Feminist Fund.
A lot of hats that you're wearing, basically.
I think so.
So why did you want to attend the PFF?
Frida Young Feminist Fund is really looking at more engagement in the Pacific, and we've been able to secure grants for Pacific communities. So we're just looking at disseminating the information that there is space and resources available for young women to apply.
So when you were gearing up to come to PFF, what were the things that you were looking forward to hearing about and doing?
Wow, there were so many things I was looking forward to once I saw the program. I was extremely excited to see the diversity in the plenaries that start of the day. It was extremely great to see Andi Finau speak and be able to acknowledge intergenerational leadership, but also just be able to come up there and say, this is, a feminist space and I'm here, and it felt really good to be able to witness that.
Right?
Yeah.
I tweeted something about that.
Yeah.
So thinking back to your experience coming to PFF, to Fiji, living in Thailand, what were the challenges around that?
Okay, aside from the jet lag, I think it gets really tough when you have to travel distances and be able to produce quality work, but also be able to network and maintain that energy in your sessions. We just finished a session, and at the end of the day, people were enraged with everything we had to show them, but so just being able to maintain the energy is a challenge.
And we're at the end of day 2, you just said, what struck you the most?
The reference with intergenerational leadership. I'm amazed that everybody is addressing this and willing to talk more about this. Frida focuses a lot on creating safe spaces for young women, and that's one of our priorities with our grantee partners. But it's amazing to see that the Pacific Feminist Forum is willing to talk about this openly in opening plenaries. So that was great.
So
Yay.
That's something that you've been discussing with other feminists outside of the sessions, intergenerational?
Sadly, not really. I think the plenaries were my space to have that conversation, but the conversations outside were just as exciting, about getting to know what people are doing and being able to tell people about what we do. So
that's the first part done, right? So now we're going to look about the broader issues.
All right.
So here is Frida. What are the issues that you're interested in and passionate about, young women?
Yeah.
And is that being portrayed in a balanced and fair way in public media?
So of course, the things I care about are obviously human rights, and more growingly so the climate crisis, right? That's a lot of the things I'm passionate about and work on. And I feel like we're not putting in enough attention. The media isn't putting in enough attention. I don't think there is enough attention to say that we're fighting for survival, and I still can't believe you don't believe it. And I still can't believe I have to go into spaces to fight for this. We're supposed to have known and acknowledged this. We're supposed to be taking action now. So I feel that it's not being fairly covered. I feel there should be so much more done. There could be so much more done. And mainstream media, or any form of media for that instance, plays such a big role in informing communities about it. So absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so now we're coming to the question about 16 days and the theme, peace in the home to peace in the world. For you as a young woman, what does peace mean to you?
To me, peace would definitely reflect on respect and being able to accept. But it's definitely respect. If you respect things enough, you'd be able to give it space and be able to stay at peace with yourself. But when it comes to certain chaoses in life, you can't really be respectful, So sometimes we have to be able to voice out loud, and I think that's becoming a challenge. But peace also has been evolving for me.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so now we're talking about young women and their ability to engage and participate. So for you, what does that look like when women are, what's needed to be able to have young women engage and participate in decision making?
Wow, I think, I could give evidence and say the plenaries are amazing examples of how they should be engaged, where voices should be heard in equal spaces. But I also feel that we as young women should take the responsibility and know what we're talking about, and acknowledge that the ones before us have made an effort and have created these spaces for us. So in order for these spaces to be created for us, somebody had to fight for it, and we need to acknowledge that. But yeah, I feel like something like the Pacific Feminist Forum, which allowed for young women to actively engage and speak out their mind, is absolutely essential.
So the forum is happening at a very large regional space. Maybe if you can talk a bit more about the local barriers that prevent young women from engaging, and talk a bit about that.
Right. I mean, I haven't been home for a while, so this makes I may not be correct, but I guess it probably has to do with culture of silence. We've been brought up in a way where if you say something in front of elders, you're bound to think about cultural boundaries. And you know, that's in a professional space. I guess it was really enlightening for me to be able to witness things like that today. But when you grow up in an environment, it's really hard for young people to be able to deconstruct that. So that's good.